Hey, good morning out there. How are you? Hope everybody's doing okay. Hey, kind of changing things a little bit this morning. I want to share with everybody. I'm not in the members room right now, and I want to talk to everybody out there on our social media who's listening in. Thank you so much. YouTube, X, Facebook. There might be a couple others. Absolutely, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Hey, I want to remind everybody that you can join our service, for 30 days, $7, that's it. You get a lot of stuff free that come with it. You're in the trading room, you'll get the app, we can trade one-on-one together. So if you're interested at all, check the link on YouTube, it's at the bottom, in the description, and on social media, we have several links where, you can get the $7 trial, also on our website. So, if you're interested to learn more about hit and run candlesticks, watch us live in the trading room all day, 30 days. Give us a shot. Anyway, it's only $7 up there. Okay. All right. Let's get going today. There's a little bit of legally, I've got to put that up there. And with that, let's get going. Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? Okay. Hey, Sharon. Good morning. Bart, Sonny, Jim, Terry, Nancy, Daryl, Donna, Julie, good morning, Mike, Bill, Roger, Gold, myself, good morning, Rick. Hey, Sonny, Donna, Sonny again, thank you for being here. Happy Friday to everybody. Absolutely appreciate everyone being here. The first thing I want to kick off, and you got to know that I sent a note out on the app. So anybody got the app last night? UNH. You guys know that I've been in this. I've been talking about it, and, Shazam, come to find out, Mr. Buffett bought a billion shares, not a billion shares, but $1 billion, some crazy. He's now happy trader in UNH here. So my target for UNH now, it's still gonna I'm not nothing's gonna change. I'm still looking at this 380 up here. Uh, it's probably not gonna go in one day. Who knows, maybe, but, just, simple trade on the way up. It's still a buy in my opinion right in here, and once we get some moving averages cross up, then we're gonna have a rounded bottom breakout in there. So, this is looking great. Man, um, if I would have known that news on this, I would have bought 10 times as much, on this chart here. Hey, Sonny, good morning. I thought it was you who ma no, it wasn't me who did this. Buffett, and then another cat. Who's that other cat that claimed he called the big crash here several years ago, housing bubble. Um, that cat also bought some. I'm not sure who that is. But, big news last night where Buffett jumped into this trading. So I'm glad I was already there. It's looking good. I'll be buying more on a pullback. Um, um, a good setup there. Michael Burry, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Emma, you've got a lot of UNH. Oh, yeah. Let's go dancing, man. Yeah, that's gonna work out nice. Another one that we bought just and I talked about it right here in the morning, a couple mornings ago. I even said I was gonna buy it at the open, and I bought it at the open. It's CNC. I think that's working itself out very nice as well. Uh, we'll see if that one can pop up. Um, and man, we're gonna be in uh, double fun, right? Anyway, what a great way to start the morning. I actually go to bed last night because it all happened last night. So very cool. Hey Sharon, any thoughts on how long? Let's see. What is it? Any thought on how long to get 380? Oh, you've got a lot of UNH. Oh, way to go! Way to go! Way to go! Let's go back here and look at this. You there we are. I don't how long to get to 380? Um, unfortunately, I can't put a timeline on it. I really don't know that, but I don't think it's gonna be very long. You can see we're kinda sitting here today. There's gonna be for those folks that have it, that thinks that this was, you know, some kind of gift, which it is, they're gonna get out of it, and they're gonna take some money. So, we might see a little pullback, and then I suspect we move up. And like any chart, I suspect we're gonna have a pullback, maybe 2 days here, and then, maybe get up into target there. So, um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It could be 10, 15 days, maybe something like that. I don't think it's gonna be a lifetime. I really don't. This is setting up for rounded bottom breakout, and rounded bottom breakouts don't take very long, but they do take, you know, 7 to 15 days maybe. So that's what I would kinda look at. Yeah. Anyway, I'm super pumped about it, very happy. Every now and then, a guy gets lucky. Let's see, Emma, you saw the article where the CEO bought a lot of shares, and then and that and then that's when you bought it. Nice, nice. Way to keep track of those articles like that and read up, do the work. Okay, good morning. Good morning, Andy. How are you? Okay, let's take a look at the market here, real quick. And we're bullish. Well, who would have thought? Huh? Come on. No, seriously. The market is, you can clearly see this. And here's a simple rule of thumb. All right. Very, very simple rule of thumb. Price is above T line. T line is EMA, and T line is above the trend indicator. That is a very easy rule of thumb. Now, uh, some things you might want to go with it. Like I have something very important that I put with it, and that is the T2123 here. Very bullish. This is what bearish would look like right there. That's what bullish looks like. So, um, and then bullish, I like to see mixed up. But we're very, very, very bullish. And I got a couple people told me they're going to buy some shorts uh, yesterday. All I could say was good luck. They said, "Oh, it's time for the market to drop." What kind of trading is that? My gut says it's time for the market to drop. Your gut says go to the bathroom, you'll feel better. Read the charts. Don't try to pick the very top. Don't try to pick the very bottom. Trend is running. Don't get in front of that trend. Get on the trend, not in front of it. Q's doing absolutely wonderful. I think SPY is doing a tiny, tiny bit better. The other day, Q's were doing a little bit better. Here we are starting to move up though. Price, T-line, indicator, everything's lined up. Take a look at the diamonds. Holy cow. The diamonds are rocking, man. Look at that. Big gap up, 2 big days. We've got another gap. Do be careful as the indices, when they start gapping, they like to fill those gaps. Be a little careful. Um, yet yesterday was, that's yesterday was like that. It was kind of a day where we just didn't do very well, pulling back and up we go. So the market's been doing that where it's been kind of puny during the day, but uh, in the afternoon it really kicks up. IWM is doing absolutely well. SMA doing absolutely well. What's wrong with this market right now? Seriously, and be kind to you answer. The market's on fire right now. Hey, Sonny, you're looking at 3 potential swing trades, PLTR, one of my favorite charts. I'm already in PLTR, um, and I will absolutely look to buy more. There's a really good chance of that. Let's see, pin that right there, moving down. So now my next target up is gonna be right here, well, right here. What is right here? 190 followed by, 200. Hey, I wanna remind everybody, uh, coming up, when is it? Open house, open house, open house, open house. Let's not forget about I've got an open house coming up on the 26th. 26th. Please, keep that in mind. Um, we'll get links sent out. I'll make sure that they're somewhere in YouTube. We'll start putting them on social media as well. During that open house, I think we're gonna be doing some full-fledged classes. We'll get times set up because, I understand you might not wanna be there all day, so we'll get times set up, and that will be the times of classes, so you can be there for that if that's what you wanna be there for, okay? Cool. So keep that in mind. Open house, 26. Uh, so anyway, PLTR, I think is doing absolutely wonderful here, and I'll look to buy more of that as well. You're also looking at SMCI. Take a look. Yeah, SMCI, this might be one, um, it could be. Um, I think we need to see some bullish activity in here, and if it does, then absolutely, we get back above, say, that 50 period moving average. I think that would make a huge difference, and if we did that, which I don't think it's gonna be today, so if we did it, what will happen is it will look similar to this, something like that, and it may, give me a pop and then pull back. Um, and then what we have is a nice rounded bottom set in here. And if it does this anywhere in there, you're gonna have a low, high, higher low, higher high. Then that might be when it's ready to go. And then, of course, if you look at the chart, it's building somewhat some support right here. I mean, look at that. Tap, 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 tap. Look at that, those highs over there. Lots of taps. So we're definitely on what could be support of SNCI. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sophie, take a look at Sophie here. Sophie's pulled back. Nice little 3-8 setting up. I still have three targets up here. First target will be that big 50% retreat. Um, the lines I drew in there, followed by about 25 and then, yeah, maybe 26.50, something like that on Sophie. Looking really good. Um, hey, Val, good morning. You're looking at some Hood? Yeah, Hood still has a bullish trend. Sure would like it. Here, I right. No, yeah, I think that's just right. Right under these 2 candles right here, if we could push above that, then the bulls have a chance to break out. Right now, there's a bit of rubble on sitting on the bulls, and we need to get that rubble off there. And if we can get over 113.20 above those 2 lows, then the bulls will have done through that rubble enough to really, uh, push it up there. That's what your alert is? Great, great. ALB, Emma's watching. Oh, look at that. See, that's pretty. Nice trend. Look at the weekly on this. Check out the weekly. I love the weekly. We got a nice little bottom in here, low, high, higher low, went to a higher high. We're dancing with the 50 period moving average. This might set up, well, it looks like it's going to set up as a rounded bottom breakout on the weekly chart. The first target, or one of our main targets, I should say, will be the dotted deuce here, which is a modified 200 period moving average of about 127, and then, of course, the 200 period moving average is also a major target for the rounded bottom breakout setup, and that is 40% away. Good grief almighty. That's a lot of money, man. So that's what the trade might look like right there. Lots of upside potential. Thank you very much, Emma. Alrighty. Hey, I've got a couple of them over here. Let's uh, take a look at COPX. COPX is one of those charts you can trade. It's also a great chart to keep an eye on for what what's going on out there. Um, copper. Uh, if things are being built, um, if 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 I call it commerce, if commerce is working outside, if we're getting bridges built and buildings built and houses built and all this construction, cop copper's important. And when we see copper moving up, generally, that's very good for the market. That's really good. Just the opposite, if we see copper moving down, then that's very bad for the market. But right now, you can see that copper's been moving up. Nice move that's going on. We had a nice little healthy pullback, and now we're coming back up. Once we get over 47, watch that 50 area on copper. Again, some people may never trade COPX, but it's one of those great charts to have in your pocket when you look at, like, the transports or, SMH. Take a look at COPX as well. It's one of those to keep an eye on. Let's take a look at CMG, good old Chipotle. Chipotle might be setting up down here. For those that like charts down at the bottom like this, we call this a pinball setup. Normally, we have the 34 EMA in there for the pinball setup. I just don't keep it on my chart usually. And, it's looking like we may run from the T line up to that 34. If everything works out right and price holds itself without any disasters, then we'll look at, price maybe moving to that 50-period moving average. So far, I think we have a pretty decent bottom being built. We've got an inverted head and shoulders here. Risk reward is very, very good. I say that because it's right here above the T line. It closes below the T line, you're out because that we would not like it below the T line. This is what happens below the T line. Is that what you want? No. Is that what you want? No. Is that what you want? No. You want to be down here? No, you don't. So it has to stay there or above. So this is what I would call a very good risk reward trade. Dollar General. Look at Dollar General setting up. Um, Dollar General is trying hard to break out of this top, this one, we'll call it 115 area, break out of that. And, we're getting a good start this morning. We'll see if the Bulls can take us out. And if they do, I think we're going to see 126 to 128 up here, Dollar General. So that's a great one for the uh, watch list there. I had oh yeah, AMKR, AMKR. They're AMKR trying to get to that 25 mark. We've got a nice little pullback, we trap in there, catch spark, move right up in there, that 25. Little follow through can take us to 26.50 up here. So those are looking pretty good. All right. Does anyone have anything else you wanna look at? Anything at all? Any other charts? We can peek at a few more. Let's take a look at, uh, some more rounded bottom breakouts. Those, really have been doing a pretty good job. There we go. Let's see what some of these look like. Here's VFC. Nice little rounded bottom breakout here on VFC. I'm gonna get rid of that 34 EMA, so it's not on the chart. There we go. VFC is not too bad. Look how long we've been going sideways, and now all of a sudden, it's starting to kick itself up. A couple of very nice bullish days. Here's an insight. Our ultimate target is the 200 period moving average, and that's 30% up there. That's sweet when you have that kind of target, that kind of playground that you can play in. Hey, Carmen. Hey, congratulations on your trade again, Carmen. You smacked the ball out of the ballpark yesterday. That was a fantastic trade you made. Very nice. Open, look at that thing go. Moving up nice this morning. Are you in that one by any chance? Yeah, very nice. Now, unfortunately, you're in it? Oh my gosh, Carmen, way to go. Super, 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 super. Um, Gonna have to sit and trade with you one of these days here. Fantastic. So Carmen is one of the members, is already in this, and here it is moving super. So right now, it might be a little hot for new buyers to step in. So it might be one of those charts where we need to wait till it pulls back, right? Well, pulls back, and then we'll watch when buyers. That looks fantastic. Let's do this, Carmen. I'm going to come up here to this high and go down to this low. We're tagging that 50% um, rebound right now. If we can push over that 50% and hold, that becomes support. If that becomes support, then a few other targets to the upside are going to look like this: 375, around 4 1/4, and then maybe up here at 450, like that. Goes in there. So that's some targets I would look at. Watch for ugly candles around those areas. That'd be a good reason to take some profits. Anyway, sweet trade, Carmen. Thank you very much for sharing with us. Okay, appreciate that. Um, is it Ed? I hope I'm saying that right. And IBM. Let's take a look. IBM. Yeah, IBM is getting down there in the dust, getting oversold. Where we might get that bounce back to the upside. Kind of just looking at the chart here a little bit. Um, We're sitting here just under the 50 period moving average. That's gonna mean something. So I'm gonna put a line right there on the weekly 50, oh, about the T line here. So it's so far it's just, down, consolidate, down, consolidate. We need to make sure it's not pushing that down move. It may have another day or 2, just to get down here, but if we start, if we show some signs moving over the 8 EMA, the T line, that will mean a lot to me, and if that happens, that just might get us, uh, something up here that runs up through, challenges both the 200s up here, and then it might start peaking at that gap fill up in. I'm gonna flag that. That would be a great one when it's ready, alright? When it's ready. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep it on. Thank you very much. Hey, Sharon, Amazon. I, uh, I closed my Amazon yesterday. Nice, nice profit on it. The reason I closed my Amazon is I was running out of time, and I didn't wanna get caught in a corner. So, I closed it. I can always buy it back. It came right up to my target here, that the 50%, retracement area, 50% target. Looks like it's opening up very well today. It looks like it just might continue on up to our next targets here, so I might have to look to buy that back, okay? Looks pretty good to me. Um, if you're in it, make sure you put that stop in and protect whatever profit you have. But right now, it looks like it's continuing to climb. Hey, Nancy, banks seem to look good. Yeah, yeah, I'm already in Bank of America, and here we are gapping up. So Bank of America is gonna be a big winner for me, and several people like you in the room. Yesterday, we talked about this um, how we have this big Newton setup. That was really, really nice, and the gap up is a nice little reward to me, for hanging with a good chart, so pretty happy about that. Hey, Rally, yeah, let's look at some Tesla here. So Tesla, my pin out, Tesla, right up to one of our main targets. This is a main target right there, that 50% retracement area. And here we've moved back. We've got ourselves now a 3-8 low, high, higher low, 3-8 trap. Great entry place. Looking for this to break out. When it breaks out, it's gonna rise, and then the next target, 375, 380 here on it. That's what I'm looking. I own both Tesla, and I also own TSL. Try that. TSL is here. And TSL's trying to pick up a bit, and you see how we're up, pulling back. Buyers are starting. So yeah, I right now I think Tesla's a good place to be. I'm in both those right now. They're working real good. Um, let's see. I'm going to quick one of our and we can we'll this will be one of the things that we'll do during our open house, a class and looking for how to find that big Newton chart. And I mean, here's a it, free market, so some of them might be a little wacko, but you know, it's coming up on my sleeve. That fig Newton setup, and this will definitely be one of the things we do in open house. You can see those big Newtons setting up right in there. Hey, Daryl, MG and I. There we go. Oh, bingo. Nice chart. Let's flag that, folks. We'll write that down. That one's a writer. MG and I. Nice chart. So, let's do this. I would say that this, target-wise, right, we need to get through those highs, and that's what trending is about, busting through the highs, making new highs. So, here we are, work, 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 work. We've gotta bust through the 24.67 high to get to that 25.24 to get to new highs. So it's all about taking out those highs, um, some people call them resistance, I call them targets. Targets and resistance is the same thing. If you use the word resistance and you suddenly get yourself in a bad mood, if you say that with a long face, if you say like, "Doggone it, that's resistance." Don't call it resistance, okay? Call it a target. Make yourself feel better, because if you always feel down in trading, you're never gonna be successful. You have to be up, you take things in stride, you have to be able to laugh, have fun. It really does help in trading. Alright, I can look at 2 more, and then we're gonna call it a mo look at snow and keg, and there we go. Snow coming up. Snow is still short, nothing long about that chart. We need it to turn around. We're not bottom pickers. What we do does not work. Bottom pick, well, it's just embarrassing when you pick your bottom. So don't pick your bottom. So right now, this is still short. If that's what you're looking for, it's a good short. If you're looking for a long, then a low, high, higher low. This is gonna need to take out that high right there. Personally, I would prefer to be over the trend indicator, and it will turn green. Keg, um, keg might be setting up. That might be a nice little, entry right there. Anything below the 50 period moving average, I wouldn't want it. I'd be out. That makes that a very nice risk. Risk is very minimal on that with a buy in there. Stop pretty much at the 50, just a super fraction below. Um, for bullishness, you're gonna need to move up. You're gonna need to break out. You need to take that out. I'm gonna look at a weekly look. I'm gonna look at 2-day, 3-day. Yeah, that's where it is. So above 340, 260 is what I would be looking for a buy, honestly. Down here is yeah. We can talk about that more in the trading room. Can't do that. Can I get your trend indicator on TradingView? I'm not sure, 1, 2, 3. Mhm. All the Trendicator is, here's the big secret, is the 17 exponential moving average. TC 2000, we just figured out a really cool way to make it red when price is below it, and green or green when price is above it. When price is above it, it turns green, price is below it, it turns red. But all it is the 17 EMA. Um, let's see, the only I only trade the, daily chart. I only mess with the daily chart. Sometimes I look at, um Carmen says Trendicator is on TradingView. Carmen says it, so it's there. I guess you have to just poke around and hunt. Carmen says that. Yeah, I only trade from the daily chart. I look at the 2-day, 3-day, 4-day, 5-day. I do that. I look at the three-bar chart. I look at the hourly. I rarely look at the 15, and if I do, it's just for maybe a certain purpose, but nothing important. Um, but da daily is where I trade, just like that. All right, folks, I've gotta run. You guys take care. You enjoy your Friday. Those that are not in the Hit Run Candlesticks trading room, you're more than welcome to come on over. Hey, it just cost $7. Learn lots. We'll see everybody in the room here when the market opens.